A unique key constraint is a database constraint that ensures that a column or a group of columns in a table contain unique values. It is used to enforce the uniqueness of the data stored in a table and prevents duplicate entries in a column or a group of columns that are designated as a unique key. When a unique key constraint is applied to a column or a group of columns, the database engine checks whether the values in that column or group of columns are unique before inserting or updating data in the table. If a duplicate value is detected, the database engine will reject the transaction and return an error. Unique key constraints are commonly used in database design to enforce the integrity of the data and to prevent data duplication. They can also be used to define relationships between tables, as a foreign key constraint can reference a unique key constraint in another table. Remember, we used primary key constraint for same purpose. So, what is difference between unique key constraint and primary key constraint? 1. A table can have only one primary key, but it can have more than one unique key. 2. Primary key does not allow null, whereas unique key allows one null. As usual, there are two ways to create unique key constraint, either with GUI or SQL query. Let's try to create it with GUI. As we have 5 columns in TBL person where ID is already a primary key, we cannot mark any other column as primary key anymore. But I want to ensure that email column should be unique. How can I do that? The answer is unique key constraint. Right-click on the table, select Design. Right-click on the specified column and hit Index/Keys. Here you can see the message selected primary/unique key or index. It is the primary key constraint which we created on ID column. Press Add button to add one more constraint. Let's rename this constraint. You can see column in general. Click Ellipsis button. Select the required column or columns. I have selected email column. Here, you can select the sort order of records in table based on this column, whether ascending or descending. Select Yes for is unique. Select unique key as type of constraint. Close window and save changes. But for now I am not saving changes. Let's do the same process using SQL query. To add unique key constraint, here is the query. Alter table TBL person. Add constraint and then the name of the constraint, then the type of constraint, which is unique constraint on the column within parentheses. Let's add some records in table for demo. Now, I am trying to add another record with same email. But when I am executing this insert query, I am getting violation of unique key constraint error. You can clearly see an error message that we cannot insert duplicate record in TBL person. In same way, we can drop this constraint in two ways. To delete using GUI, simply right-click on constraint under keys folder and hit delete. You can do the same task by using drop statement. Here is the query. Alter table TBL person. Drop and then the name of constraint. Constraint successfully deleted. Now, if I try to execute the insert query again, it successfully executed and here is the duplicate records in table.